Hello and welcome to Face for a Podcast, the record label that started a podcast that was about music, and now we're reviewing an anime.
Because we're all...
I'm Callum.
I'm Tom, sadly.
I'm Dan. And it's finally going the direction it should be.
Yeah, Korean Corner has now took over completely.
You're wrong, Asian country.
I think this is the exact moment in the podcast where it's just, we can just do whatever now. Nobody's listening to this shit, so we can do anything.
Well, mate, the bandmade one, which was Japanese, did well.
True, we do like Japan on this podcast.
Mostly.
I've got nothing against Japan, I'm just not like...
No, Tom's not like super weeby about Japan. Dan's real weeby about Japan. I'm a little bit weeby about Japan.
Oh, not that weeby.
Dan, you just mainline Naruto as soon as you found it. like it was just 3 weeks of just...
now it's who's the
biggest
weeb challenge. Let's go. He's like, you like...
So this week we're reviewing Fully Cooley, FLCL. It's my favourite anime. It's 6 episodes long. It's from 2003.
Yep.
Soundtrack's by The Pillows, because that's relevant to this podcast technically. If we're even still a music podcast, who are we?
Talking about things.
Yeah.
Pillows are so much fun.
Tom doesn't know shit about anime.
No, not really.
Dan knows
I've seen Death Note.
a whole bunch about anime. Death Note's good, man. If you rewatched it, I think you'd like it.
I can't finish it.
You have heard the live action Netflix one?
You don't know about the other 2 live action ones before Netflix.
I know about them, but I don't have seen them.
God,
Excuse me, I like anime.
I've got a live action film to talk about as well.
Live action Naruto starring Michael Cera. I just realised for once, you're the one wearing the anime shirt. It's usually me.
This is an anime, this is Overwatch.
Oh, I thought it was Naruto.
No? It's got a white fucking head.
Oh my god, Nerd Central, can we move on?
Can we move on to anime, please? Please, you know.
Can we move on to the cultured intellectual?
No, Naruto,
please?
I fairly like... It's not so much like... You can be into Naruto without being into anime. Because it's like...
Yeah, but you can't mainline 650 episodes and not be into anime.
No, just because I've watched like Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. Like
it's because you watched them all, but like in a row.
No, I didn't. There was like
there was 10-minute gaps so where I went to the toilet.
No, I caught up to what was like currently airing on Shippuden. Like I had to watch it week by week. I had to wait.
Anyway.
I forgot my point.
I love the way like it's completely quiet and then as soon as we start recording, just some weird shit starts going down outside.
It's a big fucking truck.
Jesus Christ. That's like
Soviet transport.
Oh my god, the communists are moving in. Is there a communist anime, Dan? What can we do to appease them?
Lenin.
Good lord. Good god. Well, this is definitely being picked up, but like...
Everything gets picked up.
Hopefully it doesn't last.
I genuinely think the moving house.
It's the entire house, they're just dragging it away.
No, just the US.
We're relocating to Ukraine now. We've annexed it, so it's fine. We can move it.
So anyway, Fully Cooley is a very strange anime. Some would say indecipherable. It's my favourite anime. I've watched it like 5.5 times or something.
Or
4.5 times.
To watch. A show?
Yeah, it is a bit. It's just one of the times.
I've listened to this song about
halfway.
5 3/4.
No, but it's not like a song, it's like an album. If you listen to half an album, that's kind of okay.
Yeah, but then it's like a story. If you listen to like half the wall.
Yeah, if you
like,
listen to one song, that's like, okay, you listen to that one song, but you're just like, oh yeah, I watched episode 3 of Fully Cooley just once, just on its own.
I just
doesn't
like
make any
it.
sense.
That's not what I did, but...
No, I just doing an example.
I just like when it doesn't make sense. But the whole thing doesn't make sense anyway, so I suppose you can watch it in reverse. It probably make more sense.
Does,
oh my god, what if...
The
Oh my god, maybe it does. I've never tried that. So, what do we all think of this? Just offhand?
I think it's just quite nice. I just like it's just nice to watch.
Very nice.
I was just sitting there.
Always interesting, always nice.
Yeah.
I did laugh at one point, I think.
Yeah,
I felt emotion. I experienced what you humans call joy.
Tom's never seen it. Dan's seen it twice now. This is the second time.
Sorry,
I've seen it five
The drill in my brain.
I think they're figuring out samples for the next Marilyn Manson album. Good God.
Fucking hell.
Well, okay.
Last.
Well, it can't last, can it? It can't.
Not last.
You know how much
What
shit
does
they're
it say?
putting in it?
On the end. A member of Pallet Ways.
I might
I
try
hope
any
they Pallet
pallets.
Ways from the street.
Okay, so let's just.
Yeah.
Dan, what did
Fuck you.
you enjoyed it?
The first time I watched it, I had no fucking clue what was going on. I don't think I paid enough attention after this first or second episode. And I stopped giving a shit.
Yeah.
But now that I rewatched it and properly paid attention and tried to like listen out for actually the story, it's quite a good anime.
The story in air quotes.
Yeah, I think
it's
at
like
least my interpretation.
the whole
of the
thing
story,
is like all subtext, no story.
it's just like
It's like
What's-
subplot symbolism, everything that's kind of like secondary to what would normally be the main story taken out. Which is quite fun, to be honest. It's like
That's ridiculously
someone goes
fun.
on an adventure, but then it's like all the little like stories of like the other people and like all the little nods to like things foreshadowing, but you don't know what's foreshadowing because there's nothing going on.
nothing comes. Like,
Yeah. It's just like,
what's
hey,
that
All
organization?
of the shit was just already there.
It's like,
Medical
hey.
Mechanica.
Yeah.
you're like, this is probably leading to something, and then you never hear about it again. It's like that thing, like the start of like the third episode or something. Like there's some girl who's like going this is somewhere, or like to like a party or like a play or something.
Oh, Nina Mori.
Yeah,
The Nina Mori play of the fucking.
but it's just so random, and then you don't see it again for like ages. And it's just like,
Fuck you.
Well, no, he's got a reverse.
Fuck you, you prick.
he's gonna reverse all the way down this street. Historically, the longest street in history.
God, it is long, yeah.
Oh, right at the end. We're gonna. Oh,
See you in Texas, boys.
I forgot he doesn't crash. That'll be a louder noise as well.
Just fire engines, please. Just.
Just it.
Hey, this will be evidence.
Yeah. Finally, someone listens to the podcast. Playing it in court. Hey, weeb shit. Just like in subtitles.
Hey, George, can you give us a like?
Everyone in favour of monetising this channel, say aye.
So, Tom, what was this anime about? It's only 6 episodes. It can't be hard to condense.
I'm just going to tag that immediately.
No, you have to go on, and then if you get really stuck, Dan can help.
So, my understanding is boy and girl.
Which girl? The boy is Naota.
The one who goes to school,
Naota.
yes, and the boy is called.
Oh no, the boy is Naota.
The boy is Naota, and she's called
Mimimi.
Mimimo. I thought she kept
Mimimi.
saying "marry me." And I was like,
Mimimi calls Naota Takun.
What?
Because she calls everyone Takun.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything, everything she's trying to absorb into her circle, she calls Takun. Everything that is a replacement for Naota's brother is called Takun.
Yeah, because she's his boyfriend.
She's his boyfriend, yes. You're making it so much more complicated.
Yeah, it's
for
complicated
an
already.
complicated
Yes.
thing.
Okay, so they're like just messing around, aren't they, or whatever you mean, like just chilling
Yeah.
by that bridge thing, and then like suddenly the fucking woman comes in.
Haruko.
Yeah. And she's like on a bike and
Or
simultaneously
Vespa
a
woman, if
base. Somehow.
She's not on a base.
Well, it
She's
looks
got
like it
base
at some
on her
point
back.
because like she jumps off the Vespa and it looks like she's like skating on the base or
Well,
something.
she probably does.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
And it's a bit like.
It flies
For
through
like
the air
middle
on-
frames.
And then.
No,
so then
there's an entire fight scene where she just flies.
Oh yeah, because that's a reference to like an old Japanese series.
So then they're fighting. Well, not really fighting. He's just getting the shit kicked out of him by the
Yeah,
base woman.
she smacks him in the head with
Yeah.
the base.
And then he gets the big fucking dick. Or what? On his head. It's like
It's
a
a large
unicorn.
head, Bruce.
It's a unicorn. And he gets a unicorn.
Sure.
And like he tries to put it, then I can't remember what happened to that bit, but he's like, what's going on?
This is when all the noise comes, so the rest of the series is just noise.
And then he goes to school, everybody's like bandages it up because he's trying to press it back in and all that. And then everyone like is like trying to bug him to show him the, like even his teachers and that are like, go and show the dick.
Did you get onto the fact that in the classroom the blackboard's just drawings of cats? Yeah.
I think I picked up on that, but just casually just brushed it away. Just like, sure.
You don't know what lesson it was.
Cat lesson.
Cat lessons, yeah. So then he meets her again. She comes back. Was that? Have I skipped something?
She goes to school. He comes home, and then goes to sleep. Wakes up.
I mean,
and there's the whole manga sequence where Haruko's in his house.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I've got it.
And then you're introduced to Fully Cooley.
Yeah.
Which is my question for this episode. What's Fully Cooley, Tom? Dan, what's Fully Cooley, Dan?
I don't think we should talk about it here.
No, Dan, what is Fully Cooley?
I think.
What do you think it is?
I think it's an innuendo, just on multiple levels, or in multiple.
It is like
contexts.
a sexual thing, though, isn't it?
I think it's implied that sort of.
It's actually nothing. It means nothing. The director just thought it sounded cool.
It sounded cool.
Yeah, it's implied. It's implied that it's a sexual thing. It's implied that it's the name of a photo at the end. I think it's also referenced to be something else at some point.
Yeah,
because in the middle of the anime.
At the end, there's like an article with
Batman.
Yeah, that's with Mimimi's picture.
Yeah.
Nice catch.
And then they have another fight. Well, not even a fight, but like.
Oh, you missed my favourite moment, which is just Mimimi smoking on the bridge.
Oh yeah.
That's like my favourite. It's so aesthetic.
With the cigarette having text on it, is that?
Yeah, never knows best. Because what do you think never knows best means, guys?
Nothing.
Correct!
I only know that because Callum wrote a song about like ages ago.
That's true. I've probably named like 5 songs never know best.
And I'll steal it and then release it and you'll be like, proper pissed.
I'll release a whole EP called Never Know Best.
Yeah. But
Yep.
yeah, and then
this is where it goes really off the rails.
Yeah, so then they the kid Naruto meets
Mimimi.
And then she I can't remember what happens now, but like then the crazy woman comes again and meets them and then kicks the shit out of them some more. And it's like more of a fight this time in it, as opposed to like him just getting the shit kicked out of him like she like tries to do something. But then the thing comes out of his fucking head. Like the fucking robot.
You've muddled this a little bit, but carry on.
And then
I'll repair it afterwards.
And then like it's like the only time I like felt uncomfortable watching it because I was like, it's fucking coming out of his head, and he's like making some weird noises, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, please come out of your head like all the way, because it just looks like he's got like a massive protrusion in red fucking stick just out of his brain, and I'm like, what is that? And it's like a robot thing. It looks like. It's like that Simpsons episode where he goes to Japan and that like epileptic thing where like it looks like that robot.
Super Robot Fighters 3000 or something.
It looks like one of them. And and then confusion.
Okay,
and
so
then, yeah.
You find out Mimimi is poor because she's buying all the stale bread from Naota's bakery.
Oh, yeah, the ears of bread or whatever it is. Which is what I was translated as, and I'm like, what the fuck is
did you watch the subbed version?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
I just understand it more. I actually pay more attention to the story.
Fair enough. So yeah, and then Naota meets her, and then she's like having a whole thing because she misses Naota's brother, and then she's getting all, and then his head just goes off, and Lord County and a hand of a robot both get summoned out of his head, and then Kanti consumes Naota and fights the hand, and then Haruko comes in. Because Nauta's got the power of the Atomisk through the NO channel. This is real, this is the actual explanations. You've only watched it once. Fucking hell.
Okay.
It's just this blank expression.
He's got a little pale.
Yeah.
That might just be in contrast to Callum's bright red face as well.
Possibly. And Haruko smashes Lord Kanti's head to release Naota, and then they fight the hand and defeat the hand. And then... yeah, that's the end of the episode, basically.
There's all that arson stuff as well, isn't there?
That's the next episode.
Is it?
First two episodes are my favourite ones. So Tom, what happened next episode? I'll start you off. It starts with the line, "I saw God the other day. He was saving a kitten out of the river."
Isn't there a scene with a big fucking iron factory where it looks like a big iron?
That's the medical mechanica.
It looks
That's
like a big
the intro
iron.
to the
I
first
saw it, I went, why is it like a giant iron?
Yeah. Do you know why it's a giant iron?
Why?
Because he thought it looked cool. Although it is actually explained, there is actually some text there.
This is just like when
that
physics and
developed.
you ask a question just because it is. Like everything, this is just like...
Why does the atom look like that?
Dr. Raman make this
it just
anime.
is. It just is.
But yeah, the theory is that it kind of goes along with the ideas of like, oh, so you just whatever. We'll go back to that
It fits
later.
later on.
Yeah, the whole iron. It's because there's an idea that your intelligence and creativity comes from the folds in your brain, and how many folds you kind of have.
because like wrinkles.
So
and
yeah, so the idea of the iron is to like kind of
Iron
smooth
out that-
everything out, and all this weird shit's just gonna go away, and everything's gonna be nice and clean.
Pretty ironic for the
That makes sense.
show.
Well, yeah, but the medical mechanic is the bad guys, kind of.
Yeah, I'm just
But
saying.
not. It's not even there.
The idea is getting.
It's like a possibly empty building, like where it looms over everything.
Is that one of your fan theories?
Which
It's an empty building.
no, it just might as well be because like
Not in it. Pretty much.
you see two security guards outside when Haruko's trying to get in at the beginning of one of the episodes. That's it. Apart from that,
This is where I get muddy though. I have no idea what
No,
goes
we're still
on.
in
after
episode 2.
this. We're still at this. Oh, this bit is, yeah.
Yeah.
But then you're asking me about episode 3. I'm like, no.
Yeah, episode 3 and 5 are going to be hard to explain because they're not plot episodes, they just happen. It's just things happen. I say, okay, explain episode 2.
We just stopped.
3.
No, he didn't remotely explain episode 2. He said there's an iron. That's what he said.
No, but then the bit where the thing comes out of his head, that's episode 2. The big robot thing.
That's episode 1.
Is it?
That's the end of episode 1, that's how it ends.
Is it?
Yes.
Thought we finished episode 2.
Nah.
Are you, I'm glad you're confused like I am.
No, I swear you weren't
Episode
back
2's
in it.
Firestarter?
You should explain episode 3.
No, I said 2.
You said 3.
Oh, maybe I did. We're on audio. It's recorded, so I don't know. But explain episode 2.
I thought it was what I'm lost.
No, episode... Do you want to tag in, Dan?
You didn't even know? You thought that was who spoke about it?
No, I thought the next one was.
Welcome
You
to the
confused-
confusing maelstrom of Fully Cooley.
No, of Callum
I'm
fucking
looking to
up
find out
counting.
what the hell it is. I want to know.
Episode 2.
So episode 2 was the arsony stuff.
Yes.
So like the Mimi,
Mamimi.
there's too many M's in such a short word.
7 letters.
But so there's like arsons that are being committed throughout the town,
Yes.
and one that happened a long time ago,
Yes.
the elementary school.
Yes.
And then you kind of find out that like Mamimi is like crazy.
No. She's like misunderstood.
No, she's fucking that like a cult circle of candles.
She's praying to Lord Canty. Okay.
Culty.
Okay, so
And the video game.
Where it's just Mamimi
brain
sees
shit.
Lord Canty, who is the robot that came out of Nauta's head from the last episode. and he's actually looking for the pieces that came out of his head when Haruko hit him at the end of the last episode. It's not explained, but that's what he's doing.
Semi coming back to it. I just remember him looking like that for about 10 years.
Yeah.
He just had that weird little hat.
Naruto with a hat, yeah.
Yeah, and
He's got a different thing on his head each episode.
He was just looking at something for ages. Or he was like staring at someone.
And it was like the beautiful shot of Kanti with all the crows, and he's got the halo and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like that's why Mimimi kind of thinks he's God.
Is that where he's on the building and then he starts flying? Like the wrecked building?
Yeah, yeah.
So Firestarter's the game in it?
Yeah, Firestar. It's also the name of the episode.
Yeah.
And
I just got that picture, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. It's just some sort of strange.
It's like Cheshire Cat. Like anime Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, it's just Tom's looking up strange anime pictures.
Oh, be a bit more specific.
Add more tentacles.
I love hentai
so let me get through this, please. Mimimi is playing this game called Firestarter on a original Game Boy, where you just set fire to shit to appease this Lord Kanti, who's like a fire god, who she thinks Kanti is, but she's the one that named Kanti in the first place. Because Kanti is now just a helpful robot that kind of lives with Naota's family and just carries shit around and runs errands and runs porn for an old man and gets the wrong magazine.
And he gets the wrong...
I wanted Hustler! I know, he gets Hustler. He wants a different fucking centerfold or some shit. And, yeah, you find out Mimimi burnt down her old school and has been burning down places in this town to appease, like, a god because she wants things to be different somehow. I can't really remember why.
Well, it's like a porn, isn't it, I guess?
No. She doesn't really do it out of pleasure. She does it for, like...
I think, like, she
wants something out of it, and I can't remember what. I think she wants her boyfriend back.
Yeah, because the boyfriend moved to America to
be a famous baseball star.
So I think it's sort of like because she burned down.
It's like a 1930s like plot device. She wants to be a movie star.
They're gonna be in pictures, kid.
They're gonna go to Germany.
Everyone goes to Germany.
Yeah, they did that in the 1930s.
Did she burn down the elementary school?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I thought it was
because she was bullied as a kid, and she burns down the elementary school, and then like
the boyfriend
kind of looks after her.
Yeah, and she sort of
The whole implication of everything is that her boyfriend might not even be her boyfriend. I don't know if he is. But she's just kind of stuck to him. No, she's stuck to him. So like he was at least looking after her somehow,
like a friend.
I thought it was like he saved her. Like
he did,
and then she just got all clingy.
She did, but whether or not they were actually going out, I'm not sure about, and whether or not he actually likes her, I'm not sure about.
Yeah,
because he's going out with some other girl in America.
Yeah, that is implied. Or that.
No, it's shown. You see, there's a picture of like him with
she's
girl.
just like
an American girl.
Fucked, basically.
Yeah. So it's just. What else happens in the episode? Naruto figures this all out and meets her while she's trying to. She's made like a nice summoning circle with a big old rune in it.
Nice and culty.
Yeah, nice and culty. One man cult. Yeah, and she's trying to summon it. And then at the end, there's another robot fight.
Yes.
I've actually made notes on these episodes. I should be. I could have just looked at that. Episode 2, I saw God the other day. He was rescuing a kitten out of a river. Kanti/Firestarter. Mimimi is an arsonist. Maybe homeless. They were my notes for episode 2. Episode 1, 2 of my favourite episodes. I like the end.
Favourite episode?
I like all of it.
Favourite anime?
Yeah. Episode 3. Who won? Dan, take episode 3. I wrote literally 2 words for the summary of this.
I don't know. I watched them all like pretty much.
Sorry.
One after the other, so.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at remembering which is which.
It's a school play with Nina Murray. Is it Nina Murray?
Yes.
Yeah, and
yes.
So it's she was fucking crazy. But like something starts growing out of her as well.
Yeah, this is
first. That's after.
This is at the end of the episode, so yeah, it's after.
Yeah. Naruto. gets cat ears.
Yes.
How does that happen? Is that...
That's just one of the things coming out of his head. Every
Oh,
episode
it's
there's a thing coming out of his head, and every episode ends with like a robot fight. That's
Yeah, and then... Is that the start of the episode where he gets cat ears?
yeah.
Because it's early on, and then there's stuff about the girl and her family life, which is just...
Yeah, okay. Basically, every episode is somebody else's episode. First one's Nauta's, second one's Mimimi's, I think. So the second one or the third one? No, the second one or the sixth one. The third one is Nina Mori's episode, which is a girl that Nauta goes to school with.
Her dad's the mayor.
Her dad's... I knew he was in government, I couldn't remember his name. And he's having an affair
Yeah.
with his secretary.
The mayor's having an affair.
The mayor's having an affair.
Quimby or something.
Judy. Say it right, Frenchie. It's Judy.
That's the weirdest Quimby.
No, it's not Quimby, it's Quimby's nephew. Because I can't go for the obvious plot, I have to go for the weird one, clearly. So yeah, and then she's... Her whole... Nina Mori's whole character is that she is trying to act really mature, but really she's just kind of fooling herself because she's like 12. And she there's only so grown up you can actually be at 12, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's trying to run the school play as well, or be in it, or something.
Yeah,
she's one of
but
the main roles, and she's trying to get Naota to do it as well, because it's like implied kind of wanting romance there. And by the way, my notes for this episode are literally the words "school play," and that's it.
Is that one word, like one after the other, or
school play? 2 words. School play.
so just one line of just school play? And she's sort of like, after she goes home, but there's like reporters there. She like leaves to go and do something, and then Naota finds her,
Yeah, something like that.
and then Naota starts. I think his head starts hurting, and then his hat falls off, and she finds the ears.
Well, yeah, the ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she takes
Yeah, and
a
then
picture.
the
of
what's
the other one.
Haruko?
Haruko, says don't touch the ears. She touches the ears and then collapses.
Yeah, I think that's Haruko's driving along and Naota goes flying or something, and they headbutt each other. It's like they're about to kiss, and then they headbutt each other.
Yeah,
Which transfers like the NO channel and the atomisk powers to Nina Mori a bit, which is picked up again the second fully. Yeah.
and then they go back to the school. Well, I'm assuming it's the next day.
Yeah, and then they get into an argument because Naota won't be in the play,
Yeah,
and then
she.
this is the bit where I get a bit sketchy on the details of the episode, because I watched the first 2 episodes normally, and then I watched 3 to 6 on with director's commentary, but because the director's Japanese and the version they've done is the subbed version, but without subtitles for the director's commentary, so I don't know any of the lines or anything. I was just watching it, and it's been like at least a year and a half, maybe more, since I've watched this. So I've got some cool insights, but I'm a little bit sketchy on the plot details onwards. And then...
yeah, there's the argument, and then she just... something grows out of her head.
Yeah, because they headbutted each other, the thing gets transferred to her, so she's got the cat ears. And then the cat ears turn into giant prong forks.
Kinda, yeah.
Which suck her up, and then like she's just legs out of the bottom of this thing.
No, what I found funny was, because like the thing that's controlling it is like starts trying to kick Canty.
Yeah. I knew exactly what you were gonna say.
The bands fall off.
Yeah.
And then Canty just holds them up and trying to like aim it to get it back on. It's like, yeah, Japan. Just pants fall off. You take your time to like wait and like have a character who's like skilled at fighting. Just right for the next 10 seconds, he's gonna try and put like pants backwards.
It's only 10 seconds, it's like 2 seconds.
Sorry,
That's what Fully Cool is, just tiny moments.
And then more fighting.
Yep, which is solved by a particularly hot curry.
Oh god,
Yes.
yeah. That was
The,
all
the curry falls into the weird monster, and
It
it's
needs to go
too
to-
hot for the monster, so the monster dies.
No,
Frees Ninamori.
No, it needs to go to the bathroom. At which point, Haruka kills it, I think.
It's a bit of both, I think. Right, Tom, episode 4.
Shit, no.
This one's got plot.
Wait. Plot? Oh, plot.
Not plot with quotation marks around it. It's got an actual plot.
Damn.
It's got a little bit of plot with quotation marks around it, but mostly. I mean, it's quite a sexual anime because it's like it's all undertones of
There's all
like.
weird things. We didn't see anything like that.
Yeah.
It's just a bit weird.
Yeah.
It's just annoying. At times I couldn't even tell if it was sexual or not. So I'm pretty sure there's one thing where they're just like. It's like she's picking him up or someone's picking him up and I'm just like, what the hell's going on? But like it's kind of insinuated that like something's going on. I'm like, what the hell?
No,
is
it's all like teasing kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because part of the way the NO channel works, it works on like hormones and like shit like that. Because it's all a metaphor for puberty and maturity. That's what it's actually about. It's not about robots or guitars or anything. It's just about growing up. That's why I like it. It's not about anything it looks like. I mean, you're looking at me funny, but no, that's what it is about, Dan.
I'm not saying it's not about that. I'm just saying I prefer robots and guitars and giant fight scenes. Beauty was
All I
shit.
remember about this is the play. The play's in it.
What?
The
That
play.
was episode 3.
Was it?
I think that was the very
No,
end.
like the actual play.
No.
Isn't it?
Well, no, you don't even really see the play. It's just
No.
Ninamori getting on stage going,
Yeah,
it's
you
fake
see a lot of
glasses.
it. Yeah.
Is that in that episode? Then?
Yeah, that's the end of episode 3.
Or she's in the costume.
Episode 4 is baseball and android zombies.
No wonder I forgot.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
just the blur.
This is like the weirdest episode. This is the one that
No, that's
stands
just
out
a
the most.
low resolution. It's old.
Right, Dan, do you want to explain then? Oh no, mine's in Blu-ray. Mine's pristine.
It's got fucking Blu-ray fully coolly.
Yeah. It's worth it, man.
Dan's the weeb.
Yeah. Like this whole episode has just been like, Dan's just like, just so into
For
Japanese
2 minutes at the beginning of this episode, he's saying the whole episode.
Nina Mori, who was going through some Bill Clinton level family issues.
What's this on? What website is this?
It's called like the Cajun.
The Cajun Samurai. .wordpress.com.
Is that just a mix of Caucasian and
No, Cajun. It's a. It's.
Oh.
Like the spice.
not even?
So Dan, do you want to explain baseball android zombies?
So, Naruto is playing baseball, but then he's pretty shit at it. 'Cause he doesn't even try.
Because he won't swing the bat.
That looks good.
metaphor.
That feels good, doesn't it?
It's a metaphor.
And then Haruka is on the opposite
It's like
team,
Ashley,
and she just beats
Stop
everyone. What else?
So he goes home. Naruto goes home, and then
Oh,
his
there's
whole family's been replaced by creepy android zombie people.
that was just his dad.
Is it? I thought it was his own. I don't know. His dad's definitely replaced.
Yeah. He just sits with his dad in like a bathtub, just pouring water on him, like making him grow as if he's some plant.
Yeah, basically. Do you want my notes for this episode? Baseball, android zombies, space immigration and a big space ball. Naruto gets the V.
I remember the big.
Yeah, I remember the very.
the big. Apparently, in the scene with Mamimi and Nauta.
Well, he said it 50 times.
It's just. If you take that scene frame by frame, you notice that Nauta somehow pulls off her pants. Like pansy.
Yes. You don't need to watch it frame by frame, it's just there.
And this is the second episode where a robot doesn't come out of his head.
Is it?
No.
Does it not come out in the third one? I guess not.
The texturing on Amara's eyebrows are actually images of seaweed.
Told ya. They scanned it in. It's real weird. So yeah, there's space immigration led by a man with giant eyebrows. Whom, if you look at the eyebrows closely, it is scanned in seaweed, and they are fake eyebrows. The whole point of this character, I'm not good at pronouncing his name though. Dan, do you want to go?
Amara?
Yeah, something
I
like
said
that.
that before, didn't
Yeah, something like that. It's his character is basically what the director imagines Naruto to be grown up. Not like time travel way, just that's basically what he ends up as. Which I kind of like. It gives closure for the next like 30 years without actually
Just on that one
having to go back.
character.
Yeah.
Just like, this is how this one character will be in 30.
The main
world
character,
could be
the main character. So yeah, space immigration. It's like a section of the government. They're not actually called space immigration. That's just basically what they do. And they're kind of onto Haruko because she's. Did you get around to the fact that Haruko never lies?
No.
She never lies. All the bullshit she says, it's actually real. Like, where she's saying, like, yeah, I'm a police cadet, and I'm like, I'm space police, man. That's real. She is space police. And there's a bit where she's just like, look at this X-ray. There's nothing in your head. Where'd your brain go now? There's nothing in his head. It's like a portal.
Yeah.
It's weird shit like that. She just doesn't lie. It's cool. So she is space police.
Yes.
And she did technically come to Earth legally, I guess.
Legally
This Earth government section is onto her and basically checking up on her to see what the fuck she's doing. She's actually after the Atomisk. And there's a big space ball. I'm skipping a bit because, like, Naruto murders his dad accidentally to find out it's not his dad, it's a weird zombie android dad.
That's where the head falls.
Where the government planted the zombie robots to check up on Haruko because that's where she's living.
No. Now his dad's head just drops at one point. In a scene.
What is
that?
the androids, I don't know. I legitimately don't know.
I had to like rewatch that twice. Just like, what did I see?
By the way, this is the only one that's directed by a different person. So all the style of this one's way off.
I thought they were directed by different people when I was looking. They were all directed by different people. At least the first episode and the second episode were directed by different people. I'll check that for you now.
I was going to say...
How many directors do they need for a 6-episode anime?
Well, in like America, each episode of a thing is a different guy.
Well, it's like
that's why American series often look quite generic because they can't. It's the only thing they could maintain through. Like, you can't really do weird lighting tricks or anything because the next guy's just gonna
so the
fuck it
first
up.
one is Otsuka, the second one's Ando. The third one's Seiki, then it's back to Otsuka, then Seiki, then Otsuka. So they're all different people.
Yeah, but there's like one guy who's like a through.
Who's writing it through?
Oh,
But then director, different.
I think it's Masahiko that's doing the commentary.
So you know, just switch out the directors each episode. It's like,
Well, there's three directors on.
who's going to be in this week? Oh, this episode.
And I think My Hero have like at least had something to do with each episode, so he is like a through line.
Yeah.
So yeah, Naruto kills his dad. It's not really his dad. His dad's been replaced.
Then he grows back his dad like those aliens that you used to buy in a toy shop.
Yeah.
Just stick it in some water.
Oh, I can't remember what they were called now. That's gonna be annoying.
Just aliens.
No, it's not. Space worms.
Space worms.
Got some space worms
Barry
and
Magoo.
astronaut ice cream. So yeah, at the end of the episode, there's a giant ball coming in, and the only way to stop it
Is it
is
like a satellite or a bomb? Like a bomb or a satellite?
one of those. It comes from space and it's landing.
They mentioned satellite at one point.
And then Naruto's got to save everyone by smacking the ball back. Looks exactly like a baseball, handily.
Yeah, it is a bomb.
Right. Where did it come from? We don't know. Where did it come from? The director
came from the
doesn't
plot.
know.
It came because it needed to be there.
Yeah, so Naruto summons his guitar, which is a V, which is essentially showing Haruko's
He's got
bass,
pussy.
which is... No,
Haruko's
Haruko's got the bass, so she's more of a supporting thing, and Naruto's got the V, so he's taking the lead.
Wow.
That's what it is. Pristine subtext.
And then the girl gets the drums because she's gonna smash.
The origin story of Kim Pine. So he smashes the ball away, and that you see the impact, and then it goes to Mimimi saying he swung the bat, which is a whole subtext. Shall I get into the whole subtext?
No.
No, it's pretty long, so no.
It's not long. It's like 6 lines on an iPhone. Basically, Naruto.
He's just describing his dick.
I was waiting for that.
It's not long, it's just 6 lines.
Hey, no, you actually said Naruto properly instead of Boruto's dad.
Oh shit! I've broken my theme. So Naruto is carrying a bat through the whole series, which is kind of like a connection to his brother, but he never swings it. Like even when he's playing baseball, he doesn't swing, and the whole thing is he's not willing to take a chance and test his limits, and it's essentially him just being passive
And now he's
to
got a
his
robot
own life.
Now robots come out of his brain, he's like, I can fucking everything, pal.
Yeah.
I
Then
can swing this
In
back.
episode 4, he
like-
finally swings the bat, and he saves the day with the help of Haruko.
When it's reduced down to, he swung a bat and saved the day.
Yeah, well. And then
Yay!
Mimimi is the one saying, like, he swung the bat and, like, looking upset about it because she wants the passive Naruto. She wants the person that she can just be like, yeah, but, like, he'll be there, though. Like, his brother might not be fucking there, but he's there. I can just hang around with him. And then, at the same time, she also loses the cat.
No.
The cat Takun, which we haven't really spoken about, but there's a lovely little kitten that hangs around.
With giant eyes. Giant,
Yeah, I love that.
perfectly set, like, perfectly rounded eyes.
I love the cat,
Is it
it's
him?
so good.
Is it the other cat? Is it him?
It's just,
No. It's not your weird, creepy cat.
First of all, it's a cat.
Yeah.
And not...
I'll take.
That's just Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka as like a lion.
I'll take episode 5.
That's Johnny Depp Willy Wonka in
That's
one
just,
piece.
That's just Johnny Depp.
Episode 5. By the way, this is an audio medium. People can't see the picture. Okay.
I've got a picture of Johnny Depp.
No, just spell out the URL.
Oh no.
Alright, okay. Go to https
You don't need that.
///the/2013/12/2013/12/01/ and episodic
He won't.
and dash episodic dash breakdown dash of dash FLCL dash episode dash 4 dash swinging the dash and dash mission it's /. Enjoy.
Okay. Episode 5 is just a complete mess. It's Amuro, the guy who's in control of the space immigration, is getting a haircut, and the stylist turns out to be Haruko in disguise because Haruko is always in disguise. So each episode she's got like a new costume, and so they're fighting for most of the episode.
Oh yeah, she fights in like a bunny outfit at one point. I remember that.
Yeah, because that's a reference to an old anime. To like the early 90s, I think. And there's also a giant hand, which is a scanned-in version of the director's hand. The guy I was talking about before.
Not seaweed. Is it not a seaweed hand?
Not a seaweed hand.
That comes out of Naruto, doesn't it? Or now is that the thing that Naruto just fails to defeat or something? And then it just sits there next to the giant iron.
That's
I
just
don't
come
know,
out of
does
his
it
head.
fail to defeat it? Is it you do? Basically, there's a terminal core inside the hand, and then they take that out. That's the hole in the middle of the hand. That's why it just freezes, because it can't do shit without that.
Yeah.
That comes back in the next episode. Ooh.
Excitement.
This is how you write a thing. You have holdovers.
Get it over with.
Yeah, so
Right.
then there's also fighting with a giant hand, and I love the design of the hand because it's like a weird John Wayne Desperado. Weird little fucking Will Smith reference. And it's got like, it starts using the 3 fingers. One of them's like a dick finger.
To destroy it.
It's got giant shotguns.
How do you do that? That's right.
Then Haruko flies on
I can't even count.
on her base in like a bunny costume, and then just takes a hole out the hand. And Naota gets an SG base, which I think is called like an EB1, but it's just an SG base. You two stop doing weird hand signals to each other just across me. It's very distracting.
And entertaining.
See how fast I just explained episode 5? That was the entire episode.
Oh, where he gets like the red Gibson.
Yeah.
I've just got a link to the base guitar. I'm gonna look at it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just an
The,
SG.
the 61.
Oh, it's an EB0, not an EB1.
You get it right.
You only one off. Probably not that big a deal.
Goes up to at least 6, I don't know. Okay, so let's all work together to explain episode 6.
There isn't even a picture of EB1 apparently.
Oh, tragic. Mamimi's alone because she's been left by Naota and Taku and Kitten.
No, she has a dog.
No, it's a robot.
It's
It's a robot dog, but it's a robot and it looks nothing like a dog. And then she starts feeding it like phones and technology and shit, and it keeps growing bigger.
she calls it Taku.
That's because Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she also calls it Tacoon because everything that's
Because she has the real Takun's phone number. And she's like, eat this, you'll become Takun now.
yeah, because everything that's a replacement for Naota's brother is called Tacoon. I'm sure that's a perfectly
She's
healthy
ill.
coping mechanism.
Like, she's just ill. Get her some help or just put her away. So
It's
she
'cause-
can't burn anything.
She's been left alone, so she has no support structure anymore, so she just goes off it. She just becomes gradually more unhinged, and she's basically pouring all of her, like, kind of negativity and shit, and, like,
At
hatred
first,
into the robot.
buildings.
No, it's, like, into the robot. And then that's essentially what's growing it
Yeah.
as a metaphor for the
But
technology.
no, she as a character as a whole is just like, okay, I've got problems, let's burn down a building.
Yeah, well, like, she doesn't have anyone looking after her, so she doesn't know how to deal with those problems.
Basic
She's
common
a
sense.
flawed person. That's a good character.
I'm just perfect, so he can't comprehend.
I'm not perfect, I just don't go around burning buildings in
Nobody's
frustration.
perfect, Dan. Alright. Hitler wants to kill people. You know, he was a vegetarian.
That's true.
Tit for tat.
That's true.
Tit for tat. You know what I mean? Kill some Jews. Save some animals.
Sure. Don't do that if you're thinking about it at home.
That's what vegans will come to.
No, but like... It's
No, but like, he's like, Hitler was alright, you know.
No, that's not my point. It's Judaism where they don't eat pork.
Yes, well, that's a few things. Yeah.
Well, same in India, like, if you hit a cow, you get to go to jail.
I'm not entirely sure that's true.
Yeah, you do, yeah. In India, if you run over a cow.
You run over which is a lorry.
Well, yeah,
You know
because
what?
cows, like, the roads are fucking mental in India. So there's always, like, these cows just sitting in the middle of the road.
Do you reckon they have like cow insurance? Like you hear a cow.
Yeah, they got Alexander the Meerkat, and then there they've got, like Carl the cow.
Oh, it's just like lawyers like specializing in cattle.
So, it's like the Captain America meme, so you ran over a cow.
I'm not
You have
entirely
to
sure.
sit down and
This
just like
is
watch
true.
Captain America tell you.
Citation needed.
Yeah, we're asking. This is your episode on Asia. We want you to basically make Asian culture for us now.
Okay. So yeah, essentially, her filling the robot with her problems makes the robot the problem of the city.
The robot
as a
has
whole.
assumed the role of boyfriend.
Just
He
No,
fucks
it's
off
just
to
filling.
America
It's
now.
just filling the boyfriend vacuum like everything else.
So when I was doing this, it was letting the robot just,
And
like, just
it
kills itself,
leaves
just
her
stops
like
itself.
the other one.
Yep, everything leaves Mimimi.
Good.
Sad. I like Mimimi.
She's a good character, but she's burning down shit because
Dan, watch it 5 times. You'll also like Mimimi.
I
think
think
my-
anything 5 times, you probably watch like absolute genocide and you probably like it like after like the 6 go.
You're obsessed with genocide for the last like
I didn't mention genocide.
Hitler.
If that's the first thing that comes to mind when you mention Hitler, I'm afraid you're the one that's wrong. I think vegetarian. I think it was just a negative person.
I think strong and stable country.
Yeah.
Choice words.
Privatisation of the NHS is why I think of Stalin's.
So yeah, the little thing that Mimimi was feeding.
Wait. Keeping Scotland in Laven's room.
So, the thing Mimimi's been feeding is actually the terminal core.
No, we can move into the mountains and be
Fuck's
dwarves.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Fuck's sake!
We're claiming it.
Stop!
We're evolving.
Stop! Are we done?
Angelus.
Are we done? Are we done? Shit, I put up with. No, this is all like
This is all
correct in
So the
different
thing-
Actually
contexts.
correct.
So the thing Mimimi's been feeding is actually the terminal core from the hand of the last episode, which then absorbs. What does it do? It's a whole fucking mess.
Yeah.
It absorbs
it-
part of Canty
It
and
drags Mimimi.
and Hariko
Mimimi.
and Hariko throws Naoto in. Then that becomes part of the hand. Then the hand goes to grab the giant iron, which is the medical mechanica facility, and then Naoto breaks out with the power of the Atomisk, which is Hariko's magic bird boyfriend from space.
I thought they were
I thought
rivals as
it
well.
was-
I know, I thought they were rivals, but she's in love with him.
It's Hariko's magic bird boyfriend from space with that possesses infinite power, which was the cause of the power from Naota's head, which they're connected to because the chain link on his nose is the same as the chain link from Hariko's bracelet, which is essentially handcuffs.
I was wondering about them because
Yeah.
they're shown, but I have no idea like
But
what it's symbol.
yeah, it doesn't
But
really.
it's not quite as clever as the shackles in the Bioshock. First
Maybe
game.
I don't know. I haven't played it.
I know.
I just
I'm
bought
just saying
Bioshock
that's right.
Infinite, by the way.
Fun game. Dan hates it. Don't get him
Which?
started. Don't get him started. Shut up.
No, did he
Shut
say
up.
Infinite?
Yes, we can do this afterwards. We can do this afterwards. Okay.
Something more shit.
You can build up that anger.
I'm pretty good at just letting things bury deep inside and dissipate.
That's how he's lost many butt plugs over the years.
You can have that one. And you can have this one back.
Christ. So yeah, the Naoto breaks out and stops the hand. Magical bird boyfriend with infinite power.
And red LEDs.
who is basically a criminal. The whole backstory is implied that Hariko is space police and the Atomisk is
Pirate
like
King.
a criminal. Yeah, it's
He's
Pirate
referred to
King,
as Pirate King.
of some sorts. And they basically fell in love. And that's expanded on in the second series, Progressive, but it's not said much about here. Naoto then Naoto possessed by the Atomisk, then starts fighting Hariko because the hand's done with this. That's not a thing anymore. They start fighting, and then just before Naoto's way more powerful because he's got the infinite power of the Atomisk, and then just as Naoto's about to
Yeah,
go in
that's
for the
like
kill, he
dual
just holds
wielding.
back and just says like I'm in love with you. And then she's just like, no, you're like a fucking kid. like what the fuck?
Yeah, but there's Naruto with like the Gibson and the V just like dual wielding, just
Yeah.
like,
It's pretty
hitting.
cool.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you're just left with the debris of the city, and Hariko leaves the Atomist leaves Hariko again. Because, I mean, if he wanted to be there, he would have been with her in the first place. Even if she summons him back, like, he doesn't want to be there. And then you just left... Everything just goes back to normal. She leaves her
Why
base.
is this?
She leaves the Rickenbacker.
Yeah, with Nata.
Yeah.
Why, like, this entire series is just like, this girl likes this other guy, or at least that's implied. He either goes away...
It's the most basic story if you boil it down to, like, just the essentials. It's the most generic story in the world.
It's Mamimi, it's Haruka, and Ninamori.
It's growing up and unhealthy coping mechanisms. That's all the series is. It's amazing.
But then you put through Google Translate like text.
And then it ends up as giant space bird pirates
and then it's like
and giant robots coming out your head.
how did this work? How did they make this out of this?
Space Dandy was a lot... it's a lot different from what I remember.
Oh, Space Dandy, so good. Space Dandy versus the Atomist.
That was the first episode of it. You know what happens in the first episode?
They die.
Yeah.
They die like a bunch of times. It's great.
I really want to watch
So yeah, that's the series of Fully Cully, and I love it. I'll never not love it.
No, you'll finally understand everything, and then you'll hate it.
on the 10th watch. So yeah, I love the soundtrack, I love the art style, I love how it'll just have, like, it's so ridiculous and over the top and loud and just fucking colours and noises at you, but it will have these, like, really quiet moments with just no soundtrack or anything. It'll just...
There's good atmosphere in it.
It's fantastic.
Like, it makes you feel things, even though you don't even know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
You're like...
Yeah.
Like the scene where Nata's dad's head just drops. It's just like the whole thing is like really dark and like there's only light from the bakery.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what is going on? Oh, head. Why is it so dark?
That's the difference of that director, because he's really into like noir shit. So he just made a really dark episode. I love how the whole story is just incredibly lucid, but like has a lot of meaning. It just doesn't care to tell you what the meaning is. You'll like everyone will like it more the more you watch it.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, the first time didn't really like it. Thought it was just like, what the fuck's going on? Now I quite like it.
Yeah, and it only took me 4 years of me just going, Dan, watch Fully Cully, it's the best. I feel like a few months ago somehow you just realised, oh, I don't recommend things because I just like them because they're good.
Yeah.
Like I've never recommended Romeo and Tromeo and Juliet, have I? Because you wouldn't like it.
But you say Romeo and Juliet, the anime?
Tromeo, no, Tromeo and Juliet, the Troma film. It's ridiculous. Yeah, the storytelling's like super subtle and abstract, and it's just really cool. There's also like another metaphor I didn't talk about before, but in the first episode, sour drinks are used as a symbol of maturity, and Mamimi, who's older, likes them, but Naota doesn't, although he will drink them.
Yeah.
Which kind of shows he's trying to test himself to see if he is ready for this yet. If he is indeed ready for this jelly.
Because he drinks them throughout and...
Yeah, but he doesn't like them. But it's essentially him testing himself to see, can I do this or not? Which is the whole... The bat has the same metaphor, basically.
I think my favourite scene from the entire thing is like first episode where it just goes in slow-mo. And not just like 3D shots.
It's such a meaningless thing, it's hilarious.
It's great and it looks great.
It does look great.
And it's just like, what the fuck? And then
this 360 CGI shot, and for no reason, just them in a bus like it's behind the scenes. It's like, these slow motion scenes are so hard, you've got to hold your breath. Really? I thought it was done with an effect.
that reminds me of a Japanese live action TV show that I watched where they didn't have a slow-mo camera, but they did slow-mo.
It's kind of like how all the police academy, no, not police academy, police file, Naked Gun. It's how all the Naked Gun series episodes ended, because they just like freeze, but it wouldn't be an actual freeze frame. They'd just stop, and the credits would just roll over it. Because there's like an episode where there's a monkey in the studio, and then everyone freezes, but the monkey just keeps going. It's kind of like that.
I think if you're just waiting and like trying to like stand still for like the credit thing, that just you like if you just took a still image, it doesn't look as good as if like just you continue recording and maybe someone would like slightly move, and that just adds a bit more.
Yeah.
And as you say, the monkey, like
It's
if
funny,
everyone
yeah.
else, if everyone else just is standing still and there's a monkey,
Yeah.
like what if it starts throwing shit? Like how entertaining would that
No,
be?
it does look quite confused though. It just walks off set.
That's how Planet of the Apes will end.
Clearly.
Everyone just stops and all the apes are like...
So yeah, that was Fully Cooley, my favourite anime. What do we all think? What were our favourite scenes? All of the beginning, the very beginning of the series, where it's all really quiet. I love the end of the first episode with from Mimimi with the stale bread on the bridge and into that weird robot fight. I love the beginning of the second episode with Canty and the crows.
And like the holy float.
Yeah, I love when you finally see Atomisk. It's just this giant bird. 'Cause, yeah, that's what a pirate looks like, I guess.
I'm just like,
know
where
shit
does the
about
bird
space.
thing come from? It's like, oh wait, no, now I remember, just like the red.
Yeah, giant red bird. This is ridiculous. Tom, any bits?
I like the first few episodes and then probably like the last one, yeah. But
Not that the middle part's bad, it's just it focuses less on plot, more kind of like...
yeah, I still enjoyed them, but then
Shit.
it was like just the characters were good
Yeah.
and it just looked nice. It was just loads of...
I love
It's
the
quite
colours.
funny and it was
I love the
quite-
colours. The colours are so like just kind of soft.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's cool. I like it.
Any bits that stand out for you, Dan?
The slow mo scene.
The manga bits are weird.
The manga. Earlier you said, oh, the rest of the series is just noise. No, the rest of the series is noise. When there's the manga scenes and you could like quite literally see every line that's moving, that's noise.
That's so. It's just so much shit's just been
Yes.
thrown at you. That.
And like, if you watch the dub, it's all just like not been translated or
No,
the
no,
writing.
not at
So
all.
it's just like, well, do I Google what that says or?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You just let it happen. That's what the series is. You just let it happen, man. Ah, your chest makes such horrible noises. Yeah, they actually did, after the first time they did the manga thing, the art department, the photography department, I think it was just like, don't do that again. Cause that's such a pain to do. And they just managed just to get it in on the last episode.
Yeah, they mentioned it as well. They said
And they've got so much more going on the 6th episode as well.
because it's Nasa's dad that said that we just completely breaks the fourth wall and she said we weren't going to do
Yeah.
the manga thing again, but we just did.
Yeah.
Because he says like why in that, but I can't remember what he says.
I'd rate this 6 out of 6 for how many episodes it's got. It's got 6 out of 6 episodes.
Yeah, correct. That's just the statement.
I don't do ratings. Tom, do you want to give this a rating?
Well, we've never done any. It was just. Are we ranking it media against media, or are we ranking it just enjoyment?
Just out of 10. Just for what you rate it. We've done this for everything. At the end, I'm gonna like compile just and see what you thought was the best thing. Wish I was a giant space bird, Dan. Giant wings.
Because I have to probably watch other things
Just go find some acid.
because I don't know what I'm putting it against.
No, just
But I just say like it's like a 7.5.
Seems low.
Yeah, but then I don't know what else to put it against. So it's just like there might be better things or might not.
Start a personal enjoyment.
No, I think 7.5 is pretty.
It's still
Good.
very
10.
positive. What are you talking about?
10.
How's that low?
If you give it less than a 10, it means you hate it, Tom.
If it's over half, it means it's good, doesn't it?
Not on the
I give
internet,
that a
Tom.
minus 10.
Not on the internet.
You don't like it as much as I do. You must be a criminal.
Clearly.
Okay.
I think this was episode 19, wasn't it? Which means episode 20 is Dan's guest episode.
Is it?
Yeah, I bet he's
Yeah.
so excited.
Got a guest host one, Dan? Got any idea what it's going to be on?
No.
Can be on anything.
Anything.
Yeah. As long as you can, like,
Regrets.
explain it. And we don't have to watch, like, a series of shit. This was okay because it's a 6-episode series of 20 minutes.
What's your limit? Is it 16 hours? That's the standard cater on the length.
That's far too long.
Yeah, good. I can't.
Let's say, like,
one.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah, sure. About 2 hours.
That's like the longest thing.
2 hours for, like, a series or something.
Well, yeah, like, or a film, you know what I mean? Because that's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like a film, or...
No, I'd watch it like a longer film. 'Cause I'm not going to get 2 hours into a film and just go, nah.
Yeah, but, you know, if the film's like 3.5 hours, you mean, fuck off.
Nah, I'd watch it 3 hours. I don't care.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
Wait, you'd watch a 3-hour film, but not a 3-hour TV show?
No, I'd watch like a 3-hour TV show.
I don't
I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't go 2 hours into a film.
Well,
Just-
just think-
that
just-
makes sense. It's just the opposite doesn't.
Just think of the
Now you said it,
Right.
somewhat implied that.
yeah, just keep it kind of short media,
Yeah.
unless you want to just explain something.
How fast can you speedrun Bioshock? I got 5 hours.
3 days.
I haven't started you.
No, because you started on the shit one.
I like Bioshock Infinite. So Tom, what have you been listening
I don't
to?
even want to talk about it.
Why is it embarrassing?
No, I just don't want to get to
You've been listening to the Cummies song just over and over again for 2 weeks.
No.
You want Daddy's Cummies?
I'm physically, like, shook.
It's such a horrible song.
What have I been listening to? Nothing interesting. Nothing.
Nothing.
I haven't consumed any media whatsoever.
Shame. Some media's good.
There's some. I bought Rayman.
You've been
Which
playing
one?
Rayman?
Rayman Legends.
Yeah, something like that. And I bought Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah, Bioshock.
But the guy I got it from the shop said, "Have you played this before?" I went, "No." And he said, "The end pissed me off."
Oh yeah, the ending is the worst part about it.
I don't mind the ending.
It was fucking.
And I was
awful.
like, I'd rather have an ending where like it makes me feel something. I don't really get like bad endings.
I can't.
Or is there a bad ending, or is it?
It's a genuinely bad written. Like it's just.
kind of artsy?
It's fine.
It tries to be, but it's fucking awful.
Nah.
Well, Dan doesn't like
I don't
artsy things, so I understand.
Yeah. He likes Fully Cooley though. I'd say that's pretty artsy.
Only because he just doesn't understand, and it's anime.
No.
Like I bet you'd watch Friends if it was an anime.
I've watched all of Friends several times.
Jesus fuck! No wonder you're retarded.
Good heavens.
Yeah, your last 5 remaining brain cells are all the members of Friends. 6 rather. But I haven't listened to anything else. I just want to play Bioshock. I want to get it. And Rayman.
What console are you playing it on?
PS3.
Mm.
It's actually in my bag there.
You carry too much shit.
Well, I wanted to play it last night, but I couldn't be out. And that's basically it. I don't know why you still on me.
Fair enough. I don't know. You just kept talking. So
I rate my week
so
3 out of 10. There you go. Put that in. That's probably the lowest we've had so far.
I've watched a few films. I watched a Japanese film about a samurai called Zatoichi, which was alright, except all the fight scenes rely on horrible CGI, but not for like cool tricks or anything. Just stabbing people with a sword.
CGI.
It just goes to like cartoonish CGI. It's real bad, and like all the blood CGI as well, which annoys me. Then I watched The Game with Michael Douglas, which was an old David Fincher film. That was quite good. Kiki's Delivery Service. That was good.
That's the Ghibli one, isn't it?
Yeah. The new Mission Impossible Fallout.
Oh, how's that?
I quite enjoyed it actually. I don't really like the other Mission Impossibles, but I thought this was good.
Ghost Protocol's pretty good.
I wasn't that into it. I wasn't that invested. I didn't really care.
Well, maybe I like that one.
Like the
watch the other ones.
stunts were kind of cool, but
Well,
this
I
one I
the
did
first
like.
one.
But this one I did like. It's okay.
I think it drags on a bit, but I think the action scenes are so cool. You're weird, pal.
But this one I did like, except the end. I think the end's a bit shit. Not because of the ending, but just because it goes into like Tom Cruise God mode kind of thing. Where it's just like, whatever. You use the power of Scientology, mate. I don't care. But the thingy Superman, what's his name? Henry Cavill. He's really good in it.
Is he?
I think he's the reason I like it. Because everyone else is doing like this kung fu shit, and he just acts like a 1920s boxer and just punches people in the face real hard. I just like that, and he's got that like moustache as well. I watched Zack and Miri Make a Porno, which is one of the few Kevin Smith films I've never seen, because that came on Netflix recently. I watched Full Metal Jacket the other day, because I hadn't seen that.
Haven't seen it?
No, the old Kubrick one. I've had that on DVD for several years and just never watched it, because I thought it was about 3 hours, and it's not.
Yes.
It's about an hour 50.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it gets bad in the second half. A lot of people just like, I like the first half, but not the second half.
I think it's pretty consistent. I don't know why. If you didn't like the first half, I don't know why you wouldn't like it.
I think the first half is a lot more memorable.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of focusing on characters more.
Yeah.
The second half just kind of picks a random character from the first one, and because it's not the one you've been following, because spoilers for a 30-year-old film, but the character you were following shoots himself.
Yeah.
In the 43rd minute or something. And then it goes off following somebody else who was also there and is kind of more of a side character for the first part. And then that's him in actual Vietnam, which it's good. It's just a bit less meticulous, a bit less character focused. But it's good.
But it's not bad. You know what I mean?
But the first part is really good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3, I've maybe seen that film more than any other film.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. Because it's just on all the time.
Well, because it's the best, you mean?
Oh, it's so good. All that emo dancing, it's so good. Oh, I love that film. And then, I think it was last night, I watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Because it took a month for us to get it after America. Same with Incredibles 2.
I just can't be out.
It's a perfectly serviceable film. The performances are good. It's kind of... The characters are surprisingly pretty good. But it's a perfectly serviceable film.
I just can't be asked.
And I still like the superhero films. And it's a perfectly serviceable film.
I can't be asked.
I rated it F out of 10.
I rated it however small Ant-Man goes, I'll rate it
It's so small. Actually, not that small. Michael Douglas goes smaller.
Who's he? Well, what was he?
Michael Douglas is an old man.
Who wins, Ant-Man or Old Man?
He's an actor. He's a really
I know
good
who
actor.
he is, but I don't get it.
He plays Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man,
Oh, right.
who beats his wife.
That's
funnier if you're into comics, because that's the thing everyone brings up about Hank
Callum
Pym.
makes
Otherwise,
domestic
it's just like
violence jokes.
casual misogyny kind of thing.
Callum makes domestic violence jokes.
So Dan,
The CIA's coming after him.
the sexual intelligence of America.
Yeah.
Shaking in my boots, mate.
Oh, he's hard this one. What about the FBI man that's
I'm not
pushing
hard,
us in the
I'm
camera?
just like several hundred miles away.
What if our one view is the FBI man?
Oh man, maybe.
Oh, it's just a CIA bot.
It's a
Voice
pigeon. It's a
recognition.
pigeon. It's a baby pigeon that they keep because everybody knows that they're just the CIA.
Grandpa!
The FBI is just like flying bird investigators.
So Dan, what have you been listening to?
There was a new Tosca single, I think yesterday or the day before.
'Cause they're doing an album.
And it's like 7 minutes, and the first like 4 or 5 minutes are like pretty good.
Mate, if you can't do it in 90 seconds, it's just wankery. No.
That reminds me, the latest Massive Fermenting Dregs album
Oh shit, yeah.
that came out the start of last month. I don't really like it.
I don't think anything that I've listened to that they've done is as good as self-titled. Is it self-titled? No, it's not, is it? It's not World Is Yours, it's called. There is another self-titled one.
Because the new one is No New World.
Oh.
And there's like, I think it's like 7 or 8 songs, and the first half is pretty decent, the rest is just forgettable. But there's one...
How do you do 7 to 8 songs and not be consistent?
Well, it's what all rappers are doing now, isn't it?
No, they do like 17 songs.
Yeah, well, it's
Unless
either...
you're working with Kanye.
No, but then there's a few where it's like... Even Bruno Mars had like 8 songs on his album.
Really?
Like, it's like...
It's not a rapper, but...
Yeah, but I mean like pop music trends. Where it's like people are either putting like 40 tracks out if you're Drake, or you're putting like 8 songs
Or
out.
if you're Migos with a fucking triple album.
Oh, because everything's got to be triple, because there's 3 of them and triple, it flows from triple albums.
It's just so uninteresting. It's the same song, just 40 times or something.
Have you listened to Astro World yet?
No, I don't
Are you
intend
lost?
to. I have no interest in Travis Scott.
I don't know, I might listen to it later.
The memes are alright, but
Yeah.
don't care about the album.
The memes are
The
alright,
memes are alright.
but the music...
I did it for the meme, man. So Dan.
yeah.
Callum's lost the will to live.
It
That's
happens
not
by
bad.
the end of every episode.
Yeah, but you like the Fermenting Dregs, don't you?
I do.
But from this album, I think there's only really one song that you need to listen to, I think.
Oh,
And
cool.
it's 50 seconds.
See, if you can't do it in 90 seconds, fuck off. 50 seconds, that's good, that's solid.
Because I wrote notes on it, I can't be asked getting them up because this is literally like one of the few things I
I'm
wrote.
proud of you for being a professional.
It's like dregs squared
I
in
thought you were
50
gonna say
seconds.
it's like Drake, I was like, what?
No, this is
that's
better.
a bizarre shift.
No, it's like dregs, like how dregs normally sound, but like more and in condensed time, and it's great.
We didn't even explain. Massive Fermenting Dregs is like a Japanese kind of psychedelic, kind of punky, kind of surfy, kind of shoegazy
Just type
weird
in,
project.
just type in Massive the Fermenting Dregs.
Yeah, World Is Yours is excellent.
Weird shit.
Alright, it's pretty.
Tame Impala for weebs.
What was the album that I bought an album the other day of theirs because it was like the only one that I could get in digital on Amazon.
What was it? Self-titled?
Oh my god, he still gets his albums on Amazon. What is he? Fucking like, does he get emailed to him, does he?
Maybe. I think Massive the Fermenting Dregs. It's got the name of the first song as like the title, but I think that's just
Oh
how.
no, it's not self-titled. I've got self-titled, and it's not that.
I love the art though. The art of all their
That's
covers.
cool.
Apart from the latest
It's
one.
pretty-
Latest one's shit.
Oh.
It's just a person. There's no real anything behind it.
He's just a person.
It's just
It's just
someone.
a man!
I think it's a woman.
It's just a woman!
She.
He's just a she!
They.
That's what I've done.
I watched 2 movies
Ooh,
since the last episode.
That's your film quota for the year.
2 years. The Hitman's Bodyguard.
Oh yeah, is that fucking Denzel Washington?
No,
No, it's Sam Jackson.
Yeah,
Sam Jackson, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
that was okay.
Why'd you watch that?
That's like the weirdest film to just pick out.
It's on Netflix, so I was just like,
Oh, is it?
I just put it on and watch it. It's alright. I don't really have to pay attention. I just have to see people get hurt and motherfucker being shouted.
So
Sounds like
what's
a
the
good
other
time,
one?
to be honest.
Yeah, and the other one was Full Metal Alchemist, the live-action movie. And I hated it within the first 10 minutes.
I was so close to watching that the other day as well.
Don't. Oh
I
my
don't even
god.
remember what I was actually looking
awful.
for either. I was looking for Full Metal Jacket on Netflix.
It's fucking awful.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be awful, that's why I was gonna watch it.
Don't. Because it's so much more awful than you think.
Oh, that makes me want it more.
It's just like, why is this character doing this? That does not happen. That just ruins half the plot. Great. That's wrong. That's wrong. This is wrong. That didn't happen.
So does,
That shouldn't happen.
So Kim Lee becomes the Führer.
They don't even mention
and
the
Al
Führer.
becomes his
They,
right hand man.
they never mention the Führer once. And literally, you know, gluttony. You know how it's like his in the anime his chest opens and that's like his superpower,
Yeah.
and it just eats everything in a line, just in a massive like circle.
Not in the original anime though.
Oh.
He just kind of eats shit.
Yeah, in this one he waddles. He just waddles forward
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
like a penguin, and he's dead slow. Like, I'm being serious. There's an entire scene where there's just soldiers running away from him, and he's just.
Waddle, waddle, waddle.
You can get a video up. It looks fucking stupid.
That sounds delightful.
It's a great. It's a great GIF.
Yeah. Is that all?
I think so. I've like. There's no K-dramas. There's just like. It's just like, what's this one? 30 but 17. That does not sound good. I'll stay away from that one.
It's moment by moment. No, not moment by moment. Say anything. Not say anything. Fuck, what is it? Go on. I can't even remember. The tagline was she's 15, he's 17. The relationship, all parents. It's terrified or some shit. And it's just this awful film. He remade it as well for some reason.
Cool.
Is it moment by moment? It might be. So, anyway, if you do want to follow us, we're at Most DIY Label. Twitter, Instagram, we've got our Facebook, something or other. I don't say Facebook. I think Mary does. I think Mary does it.
Yeah.
That Facebook page is just like, please.
No, Mary fix it.
Oh. Wait, so I won't get random notifications now, just like update the Facebook page or like post something, because that's literally like half the Facebook notifications work.
Yeah.
Like,
I bet you jump for joy, like, oh, a notification.
No, it's like notification. Fuck off.
No.
Because it's just anything by Facebook. It's either someone's birthday or that.
Yeah.
Both of which I don't care.
It's like if I knew it was your birthday, I would have sent you a message. I mean, I don't use Facebook to tell me because obviously I don't care enough.
So, yeah.
No, I do use Facebook birthday notifications for when people have like very close birthdays. Because I'm just like, I remember these two people, you and and two other people. I'm just like, okay, which one's which? You both just in that area. I'll remember when it gets close. I'll just rely on Facebook as to whose birthday comes first.
I just don't remember anything. Some days I forget to wake up.
You'd make a great vampire.
Indeed. Ha ha thud. Goodbye.